It's a Wednesday. Hope you're having a good day so far. Weather looks pretty good. We're into a cooling trend now, and temperatures are going to start to come down. You'll notice it today, but not a lot. Like San Jose is still going to be 89, 90 degrees. That's pretty hot in San Jose. Inland valleys today will be in the mid-90s, but this marine layer, as is seen from, this is a live camera from Mount Tamalpais looking kind of south down towards San Jose or down towards the Crystal Springs area. This is Sutro Tower right here, so you get a feel for it. Now, what we're seeing is fog creeping over the Marin headlands, which is great, and you kind of see it getting pressed down the other side. So the high pressure is still around. Just looking at this is visual clue, but it's deepening, and I'll show you how we know that here in just a second. But the idea this week is going to be a general cooling trend as that inversion starts to lift a little bit, and as it lifts, we will cool off. And by the weekend, temperatures will be below average. The hot spots, the mid-90s, will be like Concord on Saturday will be 84 degrees. It's not cool, but it's more fall-like and certainly more manageable in terms of nice weather without the air conditioner running 24/7. So this is the acoustic profiler. This is down in Fort Ord. You're like, oh, dude, I don't want to see this, right? Even when I look at it, it's a lot going on. This is altitude in feet, so I just covered it up, but that's that's 3,000 feet, 2,000, 1,000, and the time runs. This is the hardest part about the acoustic profiler. The time runs from this side of the chart to this side. So what you'll notice is, well, let's start off with this. This is the heat above, and this is the cool below. Cool below is a stable environment. Heat above, cool below heat is stable. That's just how it is. You reverse this, you get thunderstorms, you get all sorts of activity. But we've got this shallow inversion that has gradually been deepening. See how it's arcing up? So as we get to the current time here, we're up around 1,400 feet deep. Yesterday at this time, it was around 800 feet deep. Remember we were looking at the Golden Gate Bridge? So the trend, without looking at anything else, the trend says to me, oh hey, temperatures are starting to cool. And oh hey, that's what's happening. So these are the forecast highs for today. Temperatures tomorrow will be another 4 degrees cooler because the acoustic profiler is going to thicken up. So if we do that line tomorrow, it's going to be going fatter. The whole key to this is shallow inversion yesterday, deeper inversion this weekend. Hotter yesterday, cooler this weekend, if that makes sense. So these are the temperatures forecast. So Livermore 95, not that cool, but not 98 like it was yesterday. 90 in San Jose, that's pretty warm. Redding, 98 degrees today. Tomorrow, Redding will be probably about 97. The valley's not going to get the immediate cooling. It's going to take probably until Friday, until that inversion gets deep enough, the profiler line goes up more, that the fog can come in and start to at least impact the Central Valley. And then the 5-day forecast. What you can see here, put in these ingenious little lines. I think I showed you these yesterday, but temperature increasing as we get into parts of today, and then the general decrease, it started today, but the real decrease starts tomorrow with these blue arrows. You see the trend continues until you get into Saturday, Sunday, where temperatures are in the hot spots in the mid-80s, which is it's pretty cool for the most part. It's for this time of year. Okay, so we're looking at, this is the tower looking towards Sutro. Now we can go down, that was Mount Tam looking towards Sutro. Now we can go to Sutro and look further south down towards San Jose, down here. You can see San Bruno Gap. You can't see it, but that's the gap running down to the airport. Fog spilling in, getting deeper and deeper. And tomorrow, if we look at this, you're not going to be able to see the hills, I suspect, or certainly on Thursday, you're not going to be able, or Friday, you're not going to be able to see the hills. And so this looks like this. That was live. This is from the satellite, the visible satellite, which I so love. This is an eddy created by northwest winds, kind of creates this cool swirl. You see clearing up around Stenson Beach and Point Reyes. You see the fog. Let's see if I can come in a little closer here. There we go. You can see the fog. That's exactly where we were looking, right in here. So we were looking. First shot was from Mount Tam, looking this way, and this shot is now from Sutro Tower, or the other flash shot was looking this way. So everything you need right there. Ocean Beach, live shot. This is actually a couple minutes old, but this is Ocean Beach, and you can see the fog very dense because inversion shallow. I know I keep saying it, but when you really grasp what's going on here, you get it. You go, oh yeah, that's what's going on. It gets deeper, shallower. That's the subtlety, and then, or that's the overriding mechanism. But then you start looking at the symptoms, and the symptoms are this or these. Now, what's interesting here is a northwest wind. You see fog at Pacifica, kind of off Pedro Point there, but it's sunny over Lindemar, and that's because that cove shifts and turns just a little bit to the south. And when that happens, the northwest wind blows the fog kind of offshore from Manor and those hills behind. Santa Cruz right now looks like it's fogged in pretty good. Fogged in along Highway 1. One of the things to note is the sea life. Pelicans, seabirds, see them all? They're immense. Look at them all. They're everywhere. And this is because the anchovies are running. I was down there last weekend. The humpback whales. You saw killer whales in Monterey Bay yesterday. I don't know if you saw that video from the aquarium, but amazing killer whale video from a whale watching boat down there. But what's happening is the anchovies are coming in big time. And anchovies are little fish that bring in the seals, that bring in the salmon, that bring in the big fish, which bring in the sharks, which bring in the whales, which bring in the dolphins. Everything's in right now, and that brings in the birds. And the birds are your signal that something is going on. That is the coast. This is inland. I'll push this up. This is because of the high pressure and the warm days we've had. The air quality, not bad, but not as great as it could or has been. And that has to do with that inversion. Now, this air quality will get better day after day after day as this marine inversion lifts up. So that is it. I hope you're having a good day. I will see you back here tomorrow.